Welcome to Cake with KC and Kinetic. We are, well, we're not live in the place, but one of our guests, Miss Chef KAREEMA, is live at on board a cruise tonight, and she's joined us to add her spice to our Caribana, Toronto Caribbean Carnival conversation tonight. So welcome to everyone who is listening. Kinetic, hello, hello.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
I know it's live, but we are just going with it. The chef KAREEMA is looking for. Oh, there she goes. Okay, she found a spot. She found a cozy spot. Hey, girl.
I should have brought my headphones.
Yes, you.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay.
Let's try working for them.
All right. Well, we're going to keep it brief because we're not going to be able to talk about all this stuff if you can't hear us well. Just tell us what's going on. Where are you? What are you doing? What's going on?
Okay, so I'm on the Red Ride, boat ride right now. So we're on Lake Shore having the time of my life right now in my red. You can see that right now.
And you guys just pulled out?
If you speak, I have the speaker to my ear.
Oh man, so we don't get to see your beautiful face. Anyway, well, okay, so now we can see you, but you can't hear us. So okay, just tell us about what's happening tonight. How late are you on? Who's playing? Who's there? What's going on?
So we're on until 12 o'clock. We're gonna dock back at 12. We left the docks at 8:35. Mind you, we should have left at 8, but it's all good. We're still having a good time.
That's really nice.
Provided by Island Mix. That again, babe?
Oh, I was saying that's not too bad actually. 8 and you actually leave at 8:25. That's not too bad.
Yeah. Okay, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, exactly. And the food was provided by Island Mix on this boat ride. Music by music by Chief, Jester, and the Enforcers.
Okay, big lineup.
That's a nice, yeah. I saw the promotion, so I kind of figured that's where you must be. Is this something you do every year, or?
This is my first time, and it is ram. It's awesome. I didn't even think it was gonna be like this. I think it's actually my the best boat ride I've been on for the summer so far. And I've been on. This will be my 4th one for the summer.
Okay, and I know you know Carnival, and I know you know boat rides and everything because I know you even recently did Trinidad, right?
Right.
So far, you're not comparing in a negative way. You're good. You're enjoying.
Oh, no, not comparing in a negative way at all. But it's like I'm I'm on live radio. People say hello. Oh, hey!
You can't see everybody.
Let's see them. Let's see who we talking
KAREEMA,
to.
let's see them. Point the camera.
All right.
KAREEMA,
I'm looking at the ceiling, yeah.
This ride for me is the people that's on this ride. It's a mixture of ages, where the other rides are just like our age group. This one has 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, even 60-year-olds. Like this one is just like a really diverse age group of people, and everyone's having a great time. So that's why I think this one is different in that aspect.
Okay, KAREEMA, I can't see your face.
Oh, sorry.
Getting a ceiling, yeah.
All right. And we didn't see any of the people you were showing.
Why don't you give us a pan of what's going on? Give us a pan of what's going on.
This is a mess.
Listen, this is live. This is crazy.
I know all we're seeing is the ceiling right now, but okay. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so let me ask you now. Is this your kickoff event for the season?
If it's the what?
Is this your kickoff event for Caribana this year? Your Carnival kickoff, or have you been partying, or is this the first party?
Partying, but this is for the week. This will be the first one for going out tonight, going out Thursday night to Topless. Friday, where am I going for? I think I'm just liming everywhere. I'm going to everybody's party on Friday. Saturday, I'm just going down to the parade. Sunday, I'm doing Sunday Fest. And Monday, I'm doing Friends Boat Ride.
Okay, so there's no Fish Friday this week.
No, Friday, no fish fry. Only because, unfortunately, someone died, and I gotta cook that day for that. But aside from that, no, that's the only unfortunate thing for this Friday.
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry to hear that. Okay, so just because it's tough for you to hear us to hear you. Okay, tell us about what Carnival means to you. I mean, it's the 50th year. I don't know, how often do you go? Do you play math? Like, tell us about your Toronto Carnival experience.
So I've been going since pretty much 2 years old, because my parents came up here, and I was born in.
Fix the camera. Can't see your face. All I'm seeing is forehead. I want to see your face. There we go. Perfect. Talk.
But can you hear me if you see my face?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I've been going to Carnival or Caribana since I was about 2. My dad was one of the founders of Afropan, so I was always going to the pan yard and always involved in the Carnival, everything like that. So as an adult now, the last 10 years, I go. It's not the same as it was when you're younger, but I think it's still good. I'm still having a great time. I'm still going. Years. I think this is really great for Toronto. They're trying to fix it up a little bit, change it up a little. Nothing's like University. University was the best.
University was the bomb.
Enjoy Caribana. I enjoy the atmosphere and everything around it.
Nice. And then
tell us. So how come I didn't see you at Red Afropan on Sunday?
Working. I had a catering that day.
Okay, it was Sunday. Oh, you're working. Okay.
I'll block the fan. So, are you enjoying yourself? Yes, I am. Cake with C. Yeah, cake with C. That's all right. No. Why are you hiding? Who you know? Say that again? I didn't hear that last one.
So, Kareem, if you can take us outside to a quiet spot and show us beside the bathroom what's going on, you know what I mean? Let people get a little taste.
Okay, I'll take you outside, but I'm going to come right back in here, so I can't hear you.
But before Kareema. Okay. I was gonna say before that, I wanted you to just tell us about your fish fry, your Friday. That's the proper name for it? Gosh.
We have a restaurant. It's called Taste So Good at 3547 St. Clair Avenue East. So on Fridays, we only open up on Friday, so we do a fish fry Friday. It's going to happen every Friday until the end of summer. And we're actually launching August 26th. It's a Saturday. We're going to have the launch, and we're also going to have the fight, the Mayweather and O'Connor fight there as well. So if you all can come by, come over, come check it out, show some love, come through, eat some food, watch the fight. It's going to be
nice.
And if you haven't tasted her food, you need to follow her and see what it's about, because KAREEMA is the bomb, okay?
Thank you, honey. I appreciate it.
And she's on Instagram, so pictures say a lot. Chef KAREEMA Inc. on INC, that is.
Inc. And it's Taste So Good. I didn't touch nothing. And it's Taste So Good Inc. on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. So follow us, check it out, and come through, get some great food. So I'm gonna actually just have a bunch of food, and off of the food that's there, what you all, the audience, like is gonna go on the menu. So it's gonna be choices, and you all are gonna choose what's gonna be on the menu for the winter menu.
Okay, cool. All those lovely ladies in red. All right.
Yes,
Okay.
red rice.
Yeah. All right. So if you can give us, yeah, go up, go out, and see if what we can catch, and then we'll definitely have you back on another show when we can actually speak to you a little more about other things that you're involved in. I've been trying to get you on as a guest, but nothing before it's
I
time. So
know, I know, I know.
we'll work it out. We'll work it out.
So we'll
Okay,
say
so
goodbye right now, but we
and
appreciate you.
then disconnect or come back in here.
Yeah, maybe.
No, it's saying
Yeah, we'll say. Well, you could send us off with just going back out. I don't want to have to make you have to come back down or anything like that. So
Okay, no problem. So I'm gonna bring you guys out, and this is one of my favorite songs for Carnival 2017. And then it's gonna go into Fan and one of my other favorite songs because the rhythm is sick. Here it goes.
this is Red Ride Live with Karima, Chef Karima, for the Still, I believe. Random Affair.
okay, there we go. Well, thank you, Chef Karima, for giving us a treat. There she goes. All right. Well, that was yeah, Chef Karima, who joined us live from one of the many events happening over the. I guess officially it started last week. The Toronto Caribbean Carnival, aka Caribana, and leads up and ends this week. And she's saying, "Hold up, hold up."
Care? How do I
Hey.
hang up on this?
Oh no. Okay, I will eject you. I will hang up on you. But thank you. That was
Okay,
nice. That
okay,
was a nice little
okay.
taste. Huh?
Say hi. Okay, hang up on me. Okay, bye.
All right. Have a
Bye.
great night, hun.
Okay,
All
bye.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Get tight. I'm not tight too. We're on live. I'm not. Sorry.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Yeah, I guess you
All
time.
right. Yeah, we had to. Okay. No, it was too fun. But yeah, she should have had her earpiece. That was the only missing piece of that segment. But honestly, yeah, no, it's makes me want to be there, kind of, sort of, even though
Yeah.
like I'm surprised you're not there.
I would, yeah, well, the show, the show.
Yeah, well, it's a big week for us, so exceptions can be made, but glad you're here. Anyway, whoever sorry, listeners who want to add a friend, we do have another special guest coming up, and she's actually on the line holding, so we're going to get to her in a couple minutes. But I just wanted to remind you, if you want to invite a friend, spread the word. We still have a bit of show to go. You can send them over to vexradio.com, where they can click the link at the very top of the page and be taken right into the show, where you can listen to us talk more about Carnival. And I'm sorry, I realized I was yelling like crazy during that Karima segment, so I and I'm naturally loud already, so I'm sorry, people, if it just sounded overly over the top, but you know how it goes when you're listening, when you're talking to someone and the background is noisy and all that good stuff. But yes, so what have you been doing? Have you been up to anything carnival related so far?
Yeah, well, boat cruises. Well, actually, it was an NBC on Nothing But Class boat cruise on Sunday. Then we ended
Hmm.
up at Afropan, and then today was just kind of recovery day. Or
Hmm.
yesterday was kind of recovery day. Today was kind of a half recovery day and business as
And
usual.
work. Uh-huh. That
Yeah,
was
man.
always the
So
thing, man.
as tomorrow,
Balancing.
as tomorrow,
No, I'm
yeah,
saying that's
tomorrow
always the
straight
thing,
to
balancing work or school, depending on when, and Caribana and all the activities. So it's yeah, it's always been one of those things. But this is the 50th year. This is a huge year. Um,
yeah,
yeah, so and because of that, I had another guest that was tentative and just scheduling and just due to technical, it wasn't going to happen. So it's someone who has been doing the thing for many, many years and has so much to share. But you know what? We are going to feature, and we could talk about this. We could do a post um, Caribana 50 show, definitely, and hear all about it because, of course,
yeah.
we know it leads up to the big event, the largest outdoor festival in North York, in North America. North York. Lord, I'll get it right. North America, and it is the biggest outdoor festival. That's as they call it, and it's yeah, 50th year. It attracts for people who have not heard about it, or have not attended. It attracts visitors and fans from all over the globe who actually plan their trip to Toronto around this event and come. And there's so many events. I haven't been to like I'm not that immersed in it. Like I'm not, there's so many events that I have not been to, but I had the chance to attend a few over the last couple of years. And it's amazing to see like the people that are like they live for this, they plan for this, and the way they come prepared to just use all their energy over a 1.5, 2 week span, however long they do it for. A lot of people I know, they come just for this week, but there's so much that leads up to it. And it's very diverse in the way that um, it kind of has everything. This weekend specifically has everything for everyone, just because it's gone beyond traditional carnival activities and music, and it incorporates. I mean, if if you've heard of OVO Fest, that happens Caribana weekend, which has obviously features hip hop, R&B, well, hip hop artists, rap. Drake is the one who brought it to us. So that's just to show you, and that's been going on forever. I mean, when we were, well, when I was much younger. It was there were some other, other big shows and events and stuff like that that really didn't connect too much with Caribana, but it was the weekend. So there's basically what I'm saying, there's something for everyone. And like Kareema was just telling us, there are people on that boat cruise from 20 right up into their 60s. And that's another thing I love about the events that are that happen around this time. It really um, brings a lot of different people together. And there's even Kitties Carnival for the little ones to get them
Happen.
started in
Yeah.
it. And so it's a beautiful thing. Before we go on, I think we should just jump right into our guest, if you didn't have anything to add to my big rant right now, because we're going to continue
No,
the
no, not at all.
conversation.
Yeah.
But we have Shakera. Simply Shakera is how you can find her on social media. That's actually her handle on Instagram, Simply Shakera, and that's actually the name of her website as well, simplyshakera.com. And she is on the line. Shakera? I guess I don't know. Or she, okay, you're mute. She's mute. I don't know if she could take,
Muted, yeah.
or maybe she's, yeah, okay. Well, she's here. She's going to be joining us, and she's just going to be talking to us because she's very active in Carnival as well, and she is with Carnival Spice, which is an entertainment group. They provide Caribbean Carnival models and dancers, and for different events. So you can catch them on different events. You may have seen them on CP24. I know I've seen them featured there at different launches and events like that. And they also have, they offer Caribbean dance fitness classes. So she's going to tell us more about that. And then just her involvement in how she became involved with what she does. And so as soon as she joins us, we'll start the conversation. Shakera? No, she's still not here. Okay, so yes, Kinetic.
Yeah, are you doing anything like anything local? You going down to the parade? Are you
Yeah,
are you taking it day events like the Pan events, or are you doing anything crazy and not crazy? What's going on with
I'm not doing too much. I'm not really, I'm not doing too much craziness right now. But I do plan on going down to the parade. The only thing is and you know what? Funny thing, I said a couple years ago, I said, this is going to be my first year actually trying a thing and playing maths and doing something. It was to be, but for other reasons. Yeah, those plans got squashed. So I just thought, maybe I should. And it's one of my girlfriends, she said, I think she's only done it once, and she says it's on the list of the list, oh my gosh, of things every woman should do in her lifetime. Yeah. And that's one of the things. Yeah, play math or I don't know.
I fully endorse and encourage that. Actually, believe it or not, I'm kind of like, this is my second year. I was supposed to be in BIM for Barbados. I kind of got squashed, so it's too late to get a costume. Some work obligations stopped me from going down here, so it's kind of like, So I'm in between. So I'm not playing mass, but I'm doing everything else. I said, I'm taking in the Pan. Gonna go take in some calypso events, not just soca, but calypso events, and
okay.
You know what I mean, some big people things. As I said, I'm taking in the folk culture. So I've only done 2 so far, but from Wednesday straight through until Monday, I'll be going. So if I call in sick on Tuesday, you know why.
You can call in sick in the day and rest up for the night and call back and tell us about the craziness you got into. And it's funny because now we have Shakera. Are you there? I just got to check in because I don't want her sitting there as if we're ignoring her, but we can't hear you, hon, if you I don't have that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way. Okay, she is.
Just left the call.
Oh no. Okay, maybe. She said okay. I just saw her messages. Okay, she yeah, she'll be back. So no, I was gonna say so the Toronto Islands just reopened because they were under flood water because all that rain that we got way back, when was it, May? I don't even know when we got all that rain, and they had to shut it down. So that just reopened. But I'm just remembering the days of when you said Monday, that was like the highlight. You know what I mean? The going over there.
Yeah.
I mean, the most hectic part, the craziest thing was like getting over. And I think that was the thing. I don't know if they ever quite figured that out. Because just with the crowds of people.
Yeah.
But if they had figured that out, I think that would have been like the best, like that still would have been the best, such a great way to, you know what I mean? To kind of close it and incorporate the islands with.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too bad. But Shakira, you
Just
are
get rid.
back. Are you there? Are you muted? Okay, I don't know what's going on, why we don't
Maybe you can
hear
unmute
you.
her. I don't know.
No, I don't see.
Maybe you unmute her. I don't.
No, I don't. She's not.
Yeah, because it's one.
I know, but I
Oh,
can
okay.
see. I was seeing it when she was mute earlier. I just can't. We can't hear you. Oh
This is
no.
live radio, people.
The live is Oh no. Okay. Well, we'll see if we'll keep babbling as soon as we hear Shakira chime in, we'll get to our chat. But yeah, and the islands, speaking of, not to get off topic too much, like do you go ever? Just on a
You know what?
normal
I
day or?
haven't been to the Yeah, I haven't been to the island in a very a few years. Like it's been maybe 10, 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been it's more like, you know what? I've been supporting I guess Carnival Rehab that's been going on. There's been other events like so like that's where I'm finishing Sunday at Caribana. So
Okay, okay.
okay, there she
Check,
is.
check.
Woo!
Check.
Now you just
I'm
We
gotta
hear
cut
you.
up. Okay.
But something needs to go because we hear an echo.
Logged out twice. You gotta cut off one of them. She logged out twice.
Yep.
Only
Okay.
one.
Yes.
Yes, finally.
This technology thing.
I'm t- welcome. Thanks for not giving up. Oh gosh, I was like, okay, she's probably just gonna be like, you know
No, we
what?
Caribbean, man. We don't give up. We don't give up. We figure it out.
We do.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good
Hello,
night.
beautiful. How are you? How are you tonight?
I'm getting through this. This is the week, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Our repeated wedding is what I like to call it. That one
Oh.
time a year where, you know, all hands on deck, all energy on deck.
Yeah.
So I'm
You're
ready. How are
pushing.
you
You're
guys?
pushing through.
Push in.
The last 2 weeks here in scramble mode.
Remember, we're Caribbean. We don't scramble, but we do a lot.
We push.
We push. Yes. How are you all?
I'm great. Survive the heat. I mean, we hear all this heat alert talk and all this craziness, but honestly, I haven't found it that bad. And usually I'm one of the ones that's
Nah,
like, yeah. But
yeah, we had a couple nice days.
yeah, I
know?
think it's been beautiful. I mean, I was out and about running around today and avoided the rain and I was good. But yeah, it's
I
been
think I got caught in a freak storm, but
oh no.
Sure. I love it.
yeah.
I love it. And not
Yeah.
too hot, not too cold. You can
That's
still wear a
it.
skirt.
And we got to mix it up. You can't it can't all be one thing ever. So that's just what it is. And I appreciate it all. And thank you. I appreciate you making the time for us tonight, considering
Sure.
all
Thanks
that
for
you're
having
doing.
me.
No, definitely. So tell me, what have you been doing so far this year, the big 50th anniversary of the Toronto, what do you call it? Toronto Caribbean Carnival?
Caribana.
I don't know. Some people have, because I know you do a lot of business related work with the carnival or in and around, and so sometimes you kind of it grows on you. Put it that way. It's been around. That name's been around for a couple of years. So, Shakira, what do you, how do you refer to this week or the last couple of weeks or last week, this week?
Oh no, did we lose her?
Oh no. Okay,
Undo
something's up with
whatever
the
you did,
earpiece.
Shakira. Undo whatever you did. You probably has a mute button or something.
No, I don't see it. It's not mute. Okay, she'll be back. Okay, she's gonna call. She's like, no time to waste. This is how we do. Just come back. But
What it comes down to is Caribana in Toronto, and everywhere else is Carnival. We grew up with Caribana. All my life, it's been Caribana, and then they come and take it over the
I'm back.
Business, and then
I just think for me, I mean, it's just easier to say Caribana, and everybody knows. You know what I mean? That's just what it is.
Caribana's the roots. That's the roots.
Yeah,
That's the roots.
You're right. You're right.
It tripped me out for a couple of minutes.
That's
I
right.
hope I didn't miss anything.
So,
No. But what,
no,
you know what? Whatever we call it, it's the same, or for some people it's not the same, and it depends on when I find it depends on who you're talking to and what their peak, their highlight moment for them was, and some people will go back before the
university.
change and say, exactly. And some people go back to university, and after that is like just never been the same, and they don't want to hear about it. But but then I speak to people who say, you know what, it changes, you go with the change, but as long as um, the heart of it all, like the people, the bands, the costume, as long as that's there, I mean,
The
it's
vibes, for
right.
sure.
It is, Um, so tell us, what have you been doing since the launch? Have you been involved in any exciting events or anything so far?
And this is me, Shakira here.
Shakira,
Okay,
yes, all
cool.
about you now.
I
Yes,
it
as long
tripped
as we
out a
can
bit, so
hear
I'm like
you.
catching up. All right, yeah. Well, with Carnival Spice, we our festivities and events and initiatives run year round. So why I say it gets a little crazy is because Toronto checks into Carnival mode, and there's double the amount of events on top of special events for birthdays, weddings, and all that jazz. There's a lot more corporate events. There's a lot more promotional events for the festival. So since the launch, it's just really been fitness driven, making sure our bodies and our minds and our energy is ready for the road because that's huge.
Hmm.
And then just bringing that awareness, letting everybody know, not just that the carnival is coming, but the songs to know, the moves to know. We do a lot of preparation with first time masqueraders. So a lot of our fitness clients um, haven't played mass. So we get them prepared, showing them again all the steps, the process, picking their costumes, all that jazz leading up to the big day. So right now it's the beast mode, like making sure all the details are there. All the costumes are picked up, all the accessories are purchased, hair and makeup appointments, lashes appointments, those are all booked.
Oh my goodness.
It's
No, you were
crazy.
serious
It's
when you said
crazy.
like the wedding. No, okay. And I did not know you did all of that. So, okay. So the year that I actually build up the nerve to do it, or maybe you can help me build up the nerve to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so when would I, someone, a novice, like someone who's never played, don't know nothing seriously, um, when would I start? When's a good time to start
In
with?
general, you could
Uh-huh.
really just do it 2 weeks up to the parade if costumes are available, right? If that and that,
Mhm.
by say just do it, I mean play mass.
Right.
Um, but if you want the full shebang, the full experience, you want to be mentally ready to go by like February,
Hmm.
so that again, you're the physical side of it, you're prepared, and the process in terms of the band launches, the again, the movement, the songs, because soca changes. For example, soca changes every year. You get new music from all the different islands, yeah. So you want to
Hmm.
be able to identify them when you hear it on the road. Pick your favorite so you can find your squad. You know, when that song comes on, you all kind of congregate and have a moment. Have
What
a
is the
moment
song
and
right now?
brave. Hello.
Brave. Yeah, that's the tune. There's a
That
tune.
is a tune, and it's actually crazy. So the artist Dynamite, he'll be here for Carnival. And we actually connected. So we're Carnival Spice actually launched the official move. So that's kind of crazy, and we're getting that just going, and it's awesome seeing the move on different bodies and showing that diversity that soca offers, where anybody can do it. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come
Great.
from. You know, you could just embrace it. You could be brave. You could be strong. You can enjoy the vibes. You know. So
Nice.
it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. And Caribana 50 is historic, you know. That says a lot.
Hmm.
We made it to 50 years and
Hmm.
it's
Strong.
strong.
Yep. Yep.
As strong as we can. We've had bumps in the road like
Yeah.
everything,
But still,
you know,
still push through though.
but
Never.
we
Yeah.
still
Still push
push through. And I think that's
through.
the biggest theme. Our hopes are high. The
Hmm.
creativity will never die. You know, the numbers will never die. Despite
Hmm.
again bumps, we're still gonna be a million deep on that lake shore. We'll
Hmm.
find a space. There's no space for everyone on
Right.
the road.
Right.
you know, but we're gonna make a movie, so
Now,
it's
are you?
So
exciting.
let's, can I,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
Whoa.
You know what? I just wanted to take it a step back to kind of introduce yourself and
Mm-hmm.
what it is you do for people who don't know. And honestly, I've had the pleasure of meeting you. I've seen you
Yes.
perform.
Yes.
I followed you on Instagram, and I know just all the energy and the beautifulness and all the greatness you spit out. But I still don't like when I checked your site, for instance, and just all that you're involved in. So
Right.
there's so much to, so it ain't simply Shakira.
For sure.
It
It
ain't
shouldn't make
simple,
it
but
ain't simple, but it's a
no,
process, you know, and that's the
it,
beauty of entrepreneurship. It will
yes,
always be a process. In
yes,
short, Simply Shakira is a celebration and the encouragement of dance, fitness, and culture.
hmm
Um, really getting women, particular, involved in those three areas to build their confidence, to build their energy levels, to build their fitness. And to just build their social engagement. I provide a lot of experiences in general for people to come together um, and just live happier and healthier lifestyles through those areas.
hmm
Again, dance, fitness, and culture. What I do, I host a lot of dance fitness workshops for people of all ages. I also have a movement coach background where I teach movement qualities, dance styles, dance steps, fitness elements, fitness principles. I put them all together to really encourage the power of movement and why we need to keep moving all the way till we're like 100. You know what I mean? Because movement is what keeps us going, keeps us here and present and strong. And I'm a Caribbean woman, born and raised in Canada, but from Jamaican parents.
hmm
My Jamaican culture is a huge part of my identity and just everything about me. So there is no way I could do anything in the business world or in anything I do without really infusing that Caribbean element to that.
hmm
Hence the birth of Carnival Spice. I know Carnival and Jamaica don't really go together.
Well, it does now.
Back in the
No, let us
day,
say it does now.
exactly,
Yeah.
but it sure does now.
Back
Jamaica
in
running
hmm
Jamaica's rolling deep, you know. Jamaicans, that's how we are. We look over with Talawa.
hmm
And yeah,
Happy
Carnival Spice.
Emancipation Day, by the way, to
Thank you.
Jamaica.
Yes, it
Jamaican
is
Republic.
today.
Yeah.
Island,
Thank
all the
you.
yes, yes.
And
August
Yes.
the
1st.
26th,
Boom.
is
Boom.
Independence Day. So,
Yes.
Jamaica.
yeah.
Boom. For sure. For sure. It's amazing. So with Carnival, it's just a way to really highlight a positive element from the Caribbean, something that we all love, something that I personally love, that I look forward to, like I said, once a year, but really wanted to take it outside of just once a year, you know, really have that representation year round. It's already done so through all the different carnivals across the world. Um, but really just infusing it in everyday life. So again, with Carnival Spice, we perform at weddings, birthday parties, festivals, launches, um, majority of different city-based events, and a couple international, a lot of performances with special artists and stuff like that. And then it grew to being outside of performance elements and entertainment into really highlighting that energy that makes us sweat, the movement that we do. It's very fitness based, you know, and really coupling that with the music, the dance hall, the soca, the chutney, um, and bringing those elements to a fitness space and showing people how to do the movements, where their bodies need to be to make them feel comfortable and strong, you know. Um, and it's crazy. It's crazy to see different people. You don't have to be Caribbean to feel the carnival spice, you know. It's really just embracing that culture, understanding what it means, where it comes from, you know, and yeah, and just continue pushing that message year round, year round, year round.
Nice, nice, nice.
Are
So do
you
you go ahead, go ahead, connect.
are
Mm-hmm.
you affiliated with any camp in itself? Like, you know what, you said that there's new affiliates. So, for those people, do you guide them to a camp, to them to get their costumes? Like, how do you help facilitate your new we call them carnival virgins, like
I call them carnival orphans because they're easy. That's a little running joke that we have. Probably not that funny, but yeah, that's the term we use. Great question. I'm not affiliated with any particular band. All bands put in so much work year round, from the costume designing to the building, to the launches and etc. So I try to support as many as I can year round. Each year I usually play with a different band. I pick my costumes based on a variety of different factors. Um, this year, one of our team members, I let her decide that whole world because I wanted to step away from the picking process because I realized that my influence was a little too heavy. So just to really give everyone an opportunity to just feel how it is to pick something based off a natural, organic feeling. I won't mention what band they played, so I guess you got to be there to see they're playing. So yeah, there's about 15 ladies this year, different sections within this band, and yeah, so we help them through picking costumes. We help them, again, accessories, hair, makeup, all that. The fitness side, really building their stamina, their adrenaline, because it's a long day. And yeah, the music, knowing the different energies and style behind each of the genres, knowing the songs. Because sometimes if you're not familiar to soca in particular, it just sounds like one run-on sentence. So
even me, and I'm not, honestly, I'm not, but no, I could hear the difference. There's some songs that just like it catches you, like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, if I was out there now, this would be my thing. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know the artist half the time. I don't know the name of the song, but it just touches you. It just, you know what I mean? Grabs you, like, that's how you just know the power of it. Yeah.
We know a couple of, like, there's like what we call them, the mainstream songs,
the classics.
The classics, but it's cool to know the in-between ones when the DJ is changing genres or years, right?
So tell me, okay, typical day now, for someone like me or other people who've never played, give me the day, whether you start the night before, but like the big parade now, Saturday, which is happening this Saturday. How play it?
Walk you through it?
Yeah, just tell me from start to end.
It varies, but if I would say like a general day for me-ish or the squad, it would be like, so you would hope to get your costume before Friday.
Oh Lord. I've heard the stories. I've heard.
So let's say you're one of the, let's say you do. Okay, you get your costume. I know a couple of people okay, I got my costume today, for example. Great. So now I'm trying it on, making sure everything fits properly so that I'm not figuring that out the morning of. If there's any glitter that you want to get, like, again, the last little details, maybe your eyeshadows, whatever.
Yeah, you're customizing.
Yeah, just the little details, because by then you should already have everything to match. So fast forward to Saturday morning now. If you're doing your makeup, you're probably waking up very early to do it yourself, or in some cases, or what I do, because I don't like doing my own makeup because I'm not that good. I could do pretty basic applications for shows, but if you want that contour, that highlighter, all those fancy smanchy stuff, you hire somebody. So you do that in advance because they book up really quickly. And then it's just it's that one day, right? If you're not doing other carnivals, that one day a year, you want to feel your best, the most confident, the most sexy, the most fly, whatever term you want to feel. That's your day. And it depends on where your band is during the parade route, where you determine what time you leave the house. So if you're like first, second, or third, it's going to be an early morning for you because they pushed the start time to 8:30 or 8 o'clock, something like that. So you'll probably hope to arrive there by like 9, the latest, 9:10, to get your breakfast, because you get food with some of your bands. And then you play it by ear. It's a day that changes every year, again, based on where you are on the route, where your section is on the route, So like if you're in a blue section, a purple section, the red section, whatever, that also determines your day. And then you wait until you cross the stage. That is like the highlight of playing mass. That's your moment. If you don't know what that means, please know what that means so you know when you're on stage. I've seen that before. People just walk across like, oh, wait, what?
This is judging
This is
time.
performing time.
This is performing time. Do not
Paranoid.
leave. Stay with your group. Perform for the judges because the bands are judged and they determine the top band for the year. Yeah, and then after that, it's a free up time with your friends or your family or whoever you're playing with or whoever you catch. So yeah, that's a typical day for a masquerader.
And how long is that? I know it depends, but it still will run about the same amount of time for everybody.
It's so varied. The parade itself officially ends at 6 o'clock. So your whole officially. So I say officially because if you haven't made it onto the Lakeshore yet, it will be different this year. Everything is general because this year the route is going to be flipped. So it's not a typical parade route that most people are aware of. It's going to be, they're trying something new this year. They have a new parade manager. Shout out to Jerry, they're reversing the normal route. So again, it will be different. I can't even tell you how that experience is going to be because no one has experienced it before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's a change to try to like see some progress in the logistics of the route. I'm open to it. I'm open to change and things that will make the parade itself even better. The experience, I would say, for masqueraders, because a big challenge with the parade or that masqueraders face is a thing called storming.
That was going to be one of my questions for you.
Yeah, man. And it involves people not in costume or people that are not affiliated with the dynamic of the parade operating properly or running smoothly. People that just come on the parade route and dance up in the parade as if they were a masquerader. So.
And sometimes they're not even dancing. They're just there. Like
they're
like,
just there.
why are you there?
Exactly.
I think it'd even be easier to take it if they kind of joined in somehow, but it's like they're just
added value, you know.
Right?
Jeez.
Well, but the thing is with stormers, like, you know what? It's something that I've hated. Of course, when we were younger, we've done it, not understanding the culture and what it was about and what represented the money that you spent. But when you start spending your money for the costume, is the biggest nuisance in the world.
Exactly.
Right? You know, you want to look beautiful with beautiful, you know, you want to look beautiful, you want to look good with the people that, you know, you want to be around beautiful people feeling sexy and feeling good. And, you know, when you get these stormers coming in or these little kids coming in, what happened just kind of ruins your paid experience.
Hey, the little kids. Actually, the cutest little storm, my daughter, we went when she was about, I think 3 or 4, about 3. And she just kind of ripped away from me and wanted to just go in the mix. And I was so surprised because she's so not that child. But
vibes,
costumes and the people, and she was going, and I was like, no. But it was at a part of the route where it was kind of open, and so we ended up taking some pictures with the ladies and stuff like that, and then I was able to just say, okay, yeah, we're not gonna get run over here, we're not gonna get trampled and stuff. But
that's value. That's value. We love the kids. It's just for them, you know.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can't have them running loose too. You know what I mean? Just like anything where there's crowds or anything like that. So it's
I just think. But I think the going back to the solution is simple. Is that even if they do storm, it's just like, you know what? Anybody that's in costume, just don't dance with them and go dance with somebody else. And I think everybody should be given a card and say, "Come play with me next year if you want to dance."
Oh, I like it.
Like, you know,
good idea.
Strategy.
You know what is that? It's just one of those things. As soon as they come in, you just stand up, don't dance with them, go dance with somebody in a costume, and just give them a card and say, "If you want to dance with me next year, come play with me."
Right.
And this is where education is so important, because you have you have masqueraders that don't feel the exact same way and will encourage them to come in or whoever, right?
So those cute little Americans, yeah, you know.
Yeah, ooh, he fine, and then it's all downhill. Or she fine, sorry, you know, it's too full. It's too full. So that's a big challenge. Because I get it. Like, I see perspective. You know, it's many people who are not in costume are used to that process, just jumping in and free for all. So and the space is small. Like there's not really a lot to do on the sideline. It's complicated.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem I find with the last 2 years. Is not visual friendly anymore. As opposed to, like that was part of Caribana. It was supposed to be visually friendly, and not criticizing, But the thing is, like, you know what? If you're not playing, you want to see the beautiful concerts. You want to see you want to see people having fun. You want to feel the energy. You want to be a part of that energy. But the problem is with the big high fences or the low fence, like the play route going into this, the exhibition. They've changed the stage now. It's on the outside on the lakeshore by the bridge now. So it's kind of like, so they're trying they're trying to improve it, but it's about, if you're not playing, you're supposed to be able to enjoy the experience, and that's been taken away as well.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
And because you know what, you spend $300-400 on your costume. You want to look sexy for people, don't you?
Yeah, people have to be there to see it, right? Yeah,
exactly.
So make sure.
And I noticed.
I didn't say make sure
that last year when I popped in.
Yeah.
Popped in.
When I popped down. No, honestly, I didn't want to say pop down, but no, because I got there later than expected, and honestly, I've noticed that it ended a lot earlier than in previous years, because you could get away with anyway, it just seemed like it really wrapped, and there was a lot of stopping and the announcements that with the stormers and people coming across the lines, and
it just after a certain point it just gets messy.
The guy with the mic, at that point it was just like, oh my gosh, the flow, vibe, everything like that. But it felt very different compared to previous years, and I don't go every single year, but there's even between last year and maybe I had been like 2 or 3 years prior. So it was like, and I could just feel the difference. And I mean, my daughter is a teenager now, so like early teens, but well, she's
really
15. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So when I was talking that story too, that's like over 10. I know, right? And that was over 10 years ago. So, and there was a different feel even back then, you know what I mean, to what I saw last year. And it seems to be getting a little tighter and less I say there has to be a way where the people who've paid their money and who've committed to being there at a certain time and want that experience and be free to enjoy themselves and give us the show. And then the people who attend, it should be comfortable and should be a show for us. You know what I mean? And we should, and like you said, Kinetic, we should be able to enjoy it, see it, experience it without feeling like we're kind of locked out. You know what I mean? Like if you're not in it, you're just not a part of it.
Us versus them.
Us and them type of, and it should. And I'm like, this is not how it's supposed to be, or this is just not how it is here, because there's so many people like myself who aren't playing but can appreciate the beauty of it and be in costume to do it. So I hope that. So
I think what came down to was there was a shift. Yeah, I think there was a shift because as they changed to the corporate entity of Toronto Carnival, whatever they want to call it, Scotia, I guess it's not whatever it is now.
There is Peaks Toronto Caribbean Carnival.
Right.
That's it. I keep seeing like Peaks, and I'm like that. I never caught that. I didn't understand what that was. Okay, sorry. So,
anyhow, yeah.
There was a shift. There was a shift where if the corporate entity, they were trying to capitalize, they were trying to monetize, I guess, itself. So that is what has ruined the experience for the viewers, because they were like trying to charge people to come in. But I think they've realized that, that's not what Caribana is about. That may have been what Toronto Carnival is about, whatever they want to call it. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to it that, I think they've realized, and they're trying to switch it up and give people the experience. they've put it over by the bridge on the lakeshore. So I think it's now people can experience it from the other side. And if you want to pay, of course, you can go pay and sit down and watch. But we'll see how it runs this year.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. The new manager, he did a lot of work with Toronto Revelers for a few years, and so I worked with him personally, and he's dope. So I'm hopeful that we'll see changes this year. He's not like a rookie. Like, he's from Trinidad. He's seen it. He knows it. And everyone's excited. It's the 50th year, so we gotta make it. It has to be good. Like, that's it. No extra buts. So every year has to be good, but it's just really
this is a huge
effort.
one. Yeah,
this is a huge
and I
one.
love how it coincides with it's Canada's 150th and then the 50th. So it's big, and I think there are a lot of people that are here in town.
Well, that's the thing, right? Caribana was a gift to Canada on the 100th birthday, so it's like history, all of that, and we're still going strong. So,
So your day starts when, and what are you looking forward to most? There's so much I want to ask you, and I want to ask you, like, what's your favorite? I'm asking you so many questions in here, but let me ask you.
No, that's okay. Ask away.
2 things. Favorite moment. I'll ask you that first. Favorite memory, Caribana memory, let's say, so far.
Oh, everyone who knows me knows that Caribana, and it was still Caribana at that time. No, it wasn't. It was Toronto Carnival at the time. 2011. 2011. Best year to date.
Okay.
Why? I loved my costume. Still my favorite Toronto costume. It was called the Mermaid, and the detail on it was like little fins, little jingly fins. It was just so beautiful, and I have this obsession naturally with blue costumes. And my makeup was amazing. Shout out to Natasha, and all my friends. It was just a great year, period. But the best part was the stage. So to kind of double time the question, my favorite thing to do in Carnival is cross the stage.
Okay.
It's maybe like 2-3 minutes. It's kind of like when you say I do at your wedding. Like, it's short, but it's the most impact. And the song that I got that year was, so each section has a song that they cross to. So that year, our song was Advantage by Machel Montano. If you don't know that song, look it up. It's like, one of my top 3 soca songs of all time. And so you don't really know what song you're gonna get until you line up.
You're actually,
and then I heard the beat drop, and I almost passed out in happiness and joy, and shook it off, and just started turning up. Yeah, basically. Oh my gosh, that term wasn't a thing back then, but here we go.
No, but it fit.
It fit. And as soon as they let us cross, like, my arms are open, my eyes are closed. I think I dropped my purse. I lost my sunglasses. It was just amazing. I got lost in it. And then the day was great. The weather was perfect. Back then they had bathroom trucks with the band, so like, it was just a great day. But the best part was the next morning, I left, woke up, got a text message from a girlfriend who I haven't spoken to in years, but she's on my number, and that worked out perfectly. But she's like, hey, front cover. And I said, oh, I don't understand this text message, but okay. And I'm like, pardon? And she's like, you might want to pick up the Toronto Star.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I was like, all right. So we walk up to the house, and I think my girlfriend, who was with me at the time, is listening to this. Hey, Anna, remember that day? So we walk out and go to the Toronto Starbucks and pick it up, and there I was,
big
out, in the middle of a sea of blue mermaids, front and center. It was just, whoever the photographer was captured that moment.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You admit it. You stole every paper. Every paper in that box.
When I tell you that dollar stretched for the rest of the next 10 years, and the Toronto Star was pretty awesome. They sent me like a PDF of the cover.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so nice. And then they hooked me up with a couple of copies as well. So like my mama got one, my auntie, my grandma,
Oh,
everybody.
beautiful.
Yeah, so that will never. I don't know how I can top
Top that
that
one.
year. Yeah.
Well, we
So
never know. We
Oh
never know what happens
no.
this weekend, this Saturday.
Well,
Uh,
I just
mhm.
wanted to. I hope this is not true. This is a little segue. But apparently, actor Sherman Hemsley has died at 74.
what?
Did anybody else hear that? It was on BET.com, so I'm assuming that's true.
How
That
would
was
we?
the Jeffersons.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking. But
Hold on, quick Google
where?
search.
I know. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
I'm
like,
hoping
But
that's not true,
it
but
says died July 24th, 2012.
did it? Oh, okay.
oh.
Well, I don't
Kinetic.
know. I just saw
Ha-
it.
And I
Hashtag
was,
mood kill.
I know.
Oh, okay. But still, I'm still shocked. Wow.
Okay, rest in peace, Mr. Sherman. Helm.
You're like, right?
Honestly,
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know where
Yeah.
this man bringing you back up into Carnival, but maybe this is his thing. Maybe he loved
No,
Carnival.
I just saw somebody post something about he
Shout out
died.
to
And I'm
you.
like,
You know what? Just that happened to me. I
Oh
don't know.
my
I
God,
think
this
it
is
was
my
sometime
life. This
last
is my
year.
life.
No, this is something happened to me last year. Something there was someone, and I I guess forgot that the person had passed away. So but before I post or repost, I was like, something sounds a little weird. And so I did a little search, and it was, I don't know how they missed it, but it was like happened a couple years. So
Random.
yeah. No,
yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't even know.
Okay, well
Back to
may he
Caribana,
rest.
people.
Okay, and so no
Peach Toronto
interest.
Caribbean Carnival. Carry on.
Yes. So interesting. Okay, you mentioned, sorry, Jamaican parents, and so when and how did your love for Carnival and soca and everything begin? Because it's like, I mean, we're here in Toronto, which is a very multicultural city. You're exposed to
Yeah.
everything. But for you, how did it start for you?
I was a late bloomer, so it's like growing up, I lived beside a Trinidadian family, and so I was
Okay.
familiar with a couple of the songs, but really never. I was still Jamaican, and back in the day, you find your hottest outfit, even if you're like 6 or 7 or 10 or 20, it didn't matter. You go and you jump up behind a truck. That was what we knew. That was what we knew. But
Mhm.
I'm keeping it real. I did Kitties back maybe twice when it was on Eglinton. Again, little Jamaica, so you see the connection.
Mhm.
Um, and then I never played math again until 2007. Yeah. So
Okay.
2007 was my first year. How did I get involved? University. It was through I was a active member in the West Indian Students Association, and again, group one in particular, or two in particular, Akeisha and Kareem. I hope they're listening. Hey guys. Um, and Heather. No, I should say Heather too. They were just like, yeah. So, are you playing math? And I was like, play who? What? Where? When? What? No. It was so bad that even that year, we had a fashion show for the culture group kind of school thing, and we had to wear costumes. And I was so shy that they asked me to wear a costume. I'm like, sure, but I was so shy that I wore it with black yoga pants.
Oh.
Right? And I'm like, oh, little Simply Shakira. I was just so shy.
Oh my
Didn't
gosh.
want to wear the costume. So it was like, I was so not into it. It wasn't my thing. And they're like, no, you have to play. And so kind of what I do now with my Carnival Spice ladies or the first timers, like hold their hand, bring them to the camp, stand up in the line. Back then, there was no online registration.
Okay.
So you
Mhm.
line up at the camp if you want that costume.
Oh
You know,
Lord.
you gotta be there like an hour before the doors open, so it doesn't sell out on you.
Oh wow.
Remember those days? Whoa.
See, that's
And
why
yeah,
you'd lose me. Yeah. Already. Be like, what?
already. Yeah, so you got to go to back in the day, you would have to be at the mass camp, like ready to go, hold your spot in the line, and fingers crossed, and that the costume that you picked during the launch doesn't sell out. And so, yeah, they held my hand. picked my costume, and I've been playing ever since. And I experienced other carnivals. I try to, scheduling is hard when you're, in the entrepreneurship world, you just pick up and go. So good thing that, you know, I'm in the business of carnival, so I'm able to do a couple of work trips, crop over Trinidad, Atlanta.
What's the last one you were at outside of Canada?
Miami was the last one I did.
Okay.
Miami's dope if anyone's interested. Miami was the last one I did outside of Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2007, that was the first time I played as an adult. And willing and aware, and went through that process, and have been playing ever since.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for someone who, like myself, super shy, and I mean, years ago when I probably had it a little better to run up and down and do it, I was just so self-conscious. I was just like, I don't know. Like, I don't, like, how do people, you know what I mean? I heard there's a certain potion that helps. Right?
Hey.
Okay. But I'm like, that in the hot sun and the long walk and lack of sleep, I was like, I don't know how long I would make it with that combination. You know what I mean? So, but like, what would be your advice to women and men? Because there are a lot of men that, you know, have thought about it.
Real men play math.
There you go. I find them I've been to a couple of soca parties. I find them very entertaining to watch, because man, they just get down.
Love a carnival, man. Yeah. Shout out to the fellas that play, man. We appreciate you.
Really, we do.
We appreciate you. And I get to kind of answer your question.
Some more than others, but yeah. But what would be your for real? But what would be your advice for someone who's thinking about it, but just like not sure, you know, thinking, I don't know if I could, or maybe it's not me, and like,
that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. So for one, I think first thing, there's no cultural boundaries for one. It's a celebration of Caribbean culture. So Caribbean people welcome non-Caribbean people to participate, as long as you know, take that time to understand what you're participating in, where it comes from, and just go through that process, you know, respecting the mask, etc. So that's one. Two, in the side of confidence, that's a huge thing. And I totally get that, you know, body confidence is it's a human thing, and you're either so that's why I said a lot of my ladies, we prep from February, like,
right.
And, you know, even I prep from February, because winter it's cold. You're inside. You're eating. You're doing. You know, you don't make the best choices. It's you know, and it's not even, and that's the thing. So I always say, you don't have to look a certain way. You have to look your best. Whatever you're most comfortable in, whatever will make you feel the best in your costume, you have to take those steps to get to that point. So whether it's the fitness, whether it's the accessories, doesn't matter. You come as you are. There's millions of, I won't say millions of masqueraders, but thousands.
And nobody's watching it.
Masqueraders there. Pardon me?
Yeah, but nobody.
Whoa, tripping out.
Nobody's watching, you know, having fun, right?
Say that again for me, boss.
I'm saying nobody's watching you when you're on the road, like in terms of, you're.
Look at her this, and look at her,
Nobody's like, whoa, look at that beautiful costume, like, you know, I think, and I think there's been a trend over the last couple of years. There's been high-waisted or low-waisted or thongs, or like
that brings me to the next point.
So it's like, you know what, they've taken away the excuse for you to not play mass. You know, they have full body suits. They've taken, you know, they have full body bathing suits. They have, you know, high-waisted, I guess, what you make shorts. They have, you know, they have everything else.
Clearly, Kinetics are mass man. I
play. You know, I haven't played. Listen, I'll be that 90-year-old man tripping down the road.
Yes, all and great. But you hit the nail on the head. That's what I was gonna say. Is that and the other layer of that is costumes are customizable. Not everybody has to be in a bra and the bikini cup panty. You know, you could have the shorts, you can have the high waist, you can have, if you want more revealing, you can have the wire bra, and you can have the thong. Like, I haven't worn a thong on the road, and I don't plan to, but there's women that love that. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Wear what makes you comfortable. You could do a corset. You could do tights and fishnets if it's about the legs. It's, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't wear headpieces on the road. I just, nope, I don't do it. On shows I do it, but that's how I feel comfortable. I like my head to feel free to
Free, yeah.
breathe. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I get my feathers in either as a collar or maybe I put some on the bum, like that. And that's the thing, coverage. You can put feathers on your bum. You can you know, there's
Mm-hmm.
so much options, and I always tell people, don't limit yourself to what you think it is. And this is why I try to do a lot of awareness through Carnival Spice by sharing that information, you know, the pros, the cons. Like, there are cons and we have to keep it real, but I couple those cons with pros and find solutions, as many as I can, or as many as there are to offer. Play a mass, man. Just do it once. You don't
Yeah,
like it, and
yeah.
then the reality is sometimes it's not for everybody. Like,
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
is a fact. Not everyone's gonna
No,
like it. Not
no, no.
everyone's gonna like it.
It is for everybody. It's just for you to get the right mindset to join.
No, what I mean is, like, I have
Yeah. No,
I
I was countering just to counter. I mean, I know exactly what you mean. I'm just like,
like, I have
Yeah.
people that have done it and are like, no, it's not my thing. I'd rather either not come back, or I'd rather just play, be a spectator, and that's fine. But I always
Right.
say, try it. Just try it. Before, leave all the judgment at the door, or all your inhibitions, or all your doubts or fears or whatever, and just try it. And
Yeah.
there's a 99.99999% chance that you're gonna love it and do it every year and expand to other carnivals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is sad. You know what? I was there one year with somebody a female, who was judging so many women that walked by us, and not necessarily in costume, some in costume and some just people who were dressed to be down there, spectators. And she had so much to say. And I was just like, she really turned me off. I was just like, I don't, and it's someone
then
I
that's
know.
just
And I mean, so, but I clearly look at her like, okay, you have the issue. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
She's just
if
putting
you're
her
looking,
insecurities.
yeah, and if you're looking at other people and judging what they're wearing, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, today is a day, even as a spectator, even as someone who's just there for Carnival to be a part, this is the day you would wear something maybe you would not wear on a normal day. You wouldn't wear on the street to go to the mall, to go to work. You know what I mean? So it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, just let people be free. It's just a fun, beautiful day type of thing. So I say that, and hearing her, I was just like, and there were some women I just was like, I didn't see anything really wrong with what they're wearing. And if it, and this would be the place, you know what I mean? If, and I remember at one point going down and belly skin, like little top and belly showing, and I'm like, and especially at a certain age, um or where whoever's wearing it, if they are comfortable with their body and they're comfortable with what they want to show, this is their God-given right, first of all. And it's like, this is the day and the time and the place to do it, versus like I said, some other situations that maybe it would stand out a little more. And I'm thinking, you have issues. And so I think that, funny enough, made me feel like there's always going to be people on the sidelines judging, and it's just
Oh
that's just
yeah.
life, right? You go to a club,
You're
there's
on
always that
display.
person. Exactly. So I think that kind of helped me.
I
um
just say they're jealous of doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
and she's someone who's played, like, she just wasn't that year. Like, so, and I'm thinking, how could you be like that? Like, someone who's been there, and I'm sure people have made comments. I mean, she looked good, but she's not perfect. Like, nobody is perfect in everybody's eyes. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I just thought, so it's just easy when you see it and you hear it, and it's just easier to just disregard it as like, okay, you clearly have issues. It's not just me. This person's judging like 20, 30 people. So you know what? Is really not about you. It's more about them. So that's another, and that's just in general in life. You know what I mean? I think not taking people's criticism too hard.
But I mean, for the mass majority, but I think for the mass majority, what people like, those people that are watching or spectators, they're not the really people that matter. It's like, you know what? It's about
True.
Carnival is about feeling sexy and feeling your best and having fun and getting that liquid courage and doing something you haven't done before. And you know what I mean? It's you know, as it's just about being sexy. You're sexy, however you want to determine it or define it. And you know what? Just having fun, being free on the road, being able to do what you want to do, you know, for a couple of hours before the summer closes out.
Right. Those are the
That is
words,
what
free
true
and
Carnival
fun.
is,
I
about
think that's
freedom and
Thank
having
you.
fun.
free up and just have fun. And when I see people doing it, that's what draws me in. Like, honestly,
Trust
when I'm
me.
watching them and you see their face and their body and they just let loose, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like I'm like, I could just run in there, but yeah, no. And then I'm like, would I be that one like buzzkill chick?
You've never seen.
So here's the deal. You're playing next year. How about that?
No, that's the whole thing.
You have a year. You have a year. We're gonna
This
get you
is
ready
it.
on the
I'm
road.
prepping. We'll talk off air.
We'll
Now that I know,
talk,
you are. Now that I know you do the prep. So okay, so tell us, Kennedy, I don't know if you had any other questions, but I definitely wanted to fit in how people can get in touch with you and maybe not this week since you're so busy, but maybe.
Girl.
You have some things happening in August, right? You have classes.
Yeah, well, I personally will be taking a month off to enjoy the summer. You know, it's actually a milestone year for me. I'll be turning 30 in December.
Hey, okay. That's nice.
So, yeah, and I had some things on the list that I want to get done. So, gonna free up the schedule a little bit, just enjoy, you know, family and friends. And there's a couple of classes and events listed on carnivalspice.com. That's where you can find out all about our upcoming events, initiatives, etc. Or if you're looking for entertainment for your special event. And then me personally, you can find me at simplyshakera.com or across the board on social media at Simply Shakera. Shakera spelled Shakera, not like the singer. You know, I got a Jamaican mama, so she had to switch it up a little bit on you.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, Carnival Spice across the board, across all social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, definitely, I'll be hitting you up at some point. I don't know if I'm going to be ready, but
in a year, come on now, we got you.
We'll see. This was supposed to be my year, but I didn't give the full explanation, but yeah, there's a little hiccup.
We'll talk.
Hiccup in this schedule. So possibly next year. So we'll see how it goes. And it's just what?
You can do it. You got
my big thing is I think I'd be walking.
You can do it. You can
looking into the crowd and seeing people I know, be like, oh gosh, oh Lord. That would be my biggest thing. But like,
nobody's watching, nobody's hearing, and if they're not playing, they don't matter.
True, and I mean, that's
I know what you're talking about, and I'm saying,
yes, okay.
Next year you can do it.
I'll rally up a couple troops, a couple people around me, so yeah, kind of help push me along. But yeah, okay, so we will see you then, since you're not telling us. So, but we'll definitely see you.
You can't miss me. Look for the orange and white.
Orange and white. Okay, there you go, people.
Ooh.
So what are you? What do you have, Kira?
Say that one more time, my friend.
What do you have planned? Like, what's your what is
for the rest? Yeah, outside of the parade.
For the coming week.
What's this weekend? So I'll go with Friday. So Friday morning. Ooh, yeah, Friday morning. Tune in to Breakfast Television. The Spice Ladies will be live with the Kevin Frankish and the crew.
Nice.
Doing a special segment for the promo for the carnival. Tongue twister. And then we have a wedding in the evening. No fetes for me that night. And then Saturday morning I will be on the road. That's Saturday night. Oh, Saturday night. I usually don't fet, but I couldn't miss OVO Fest featuring Charlie Black.
Oh Lord.
That is the Jamaican in me coming out. Yes. I know that he's not the headliner. Marshall and Bungie will be there. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And they'll be
Yes,
performing
yes.
their big hit Bus Head, so I can't miss that. That's where you'll find me on a social tip. No work. That will be strictly fun
Vibes, yeah.
and vibes. Thank you. And then Sunday back to work. We have we're doing a special promotion with a new ice cream company called Neil's. I'll shout them out since that's going to be
Okay.
exciting. Neil's Sweet and Nice Ice Cream from the Caribbean. They'll be launching in Toronto.
Oh, nice.
Woo! So we're doing some a partnership with them. And yeah, and then one more class before I go on my hiatus on Monday. It's not a public class, so I can't tell you all the details. But yeah, that's what my weekend's looking like.
Okay.
It's exciting. I can't wait.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to us tonight. And
absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'll check you out. So breakfast television, are you on early or like,
8:15? 8:15.
Oh, that's a good time slot. Okay, so I can.
Yeah, not too early, not too late.
Yeah, you know, like the 6 o'clock. I think they're there from like 6. I don't know how early, but yeah, I used to. Yeah. Okay, so around 8, I could check in. Oh, that's cool. So then you can put a face to the name. I mean, you could do that on looking at social media, for sure. So, and yeah, spot her on the road.
Yes, look for me.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys.
Definitely. And we'll be in touch. Thank you so much.
We will be.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
You too, my dear. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Take care.
Bye.
So that was Simply Shakera. And you can check her out. Her website is simplyshakera.com. And she is also with Carnival Spice. So that's the other way you can look her up. That's the business that she's involved in. And if you're interested in classes, the Caribbean dance fitness, or to prep for next year with me, yeah, look them up. There is I don't see a website on their page, but you can check them out on Carnival Spice on Instagram, and there's a link there to a site of some sort. I think it's YouTube. So yeah, so you'll be able to get in touch with them there, message them. There's a message tab that you can use as well. So yeah, she has a lot going on, but and fun. My first experience, I actually saw her performing at a baby shower of all places, but this was not your typical baby shower. And it was her and a gentleman, and it was just like once you're watching her, so she actually does performances too. It's like your eyes are locked, like they just have your attention. The way she moves her body, everything is just yes, beautiful, beautiful. So she knows what she's a good person. You'd be in good hands to prep with her. And as you can hear, I mean, you could hear her energy at almost 11 o'clock at night. She brings it. So, but yeah, and she goes hard, and she's an entrepreneur, woman doing her thing. So shout out to her for that as well. And I'm sure Miss Chef KAREEMA's still on the boat, losing her mind by now. She's lost in it. So.
Yeah.
Lost in the. Yeah, yeah, there you go. I don't blame her. So yeah. So I don't know. To everybody who's I didn't get a chance to welcome everybody. I did put the link up for anybody who wanted to call in and share, their little Caribana story. We still got a few minutes. You could still do that. The link is up on vexradio.com under our little post, so you can click the link at the very top of the page and scroll down once you get to it. And also on our YouTube page, if you're listening from YouTube or watching, or however you want to look at it, you can join us for the last few minutes of the show before we say peace. But yes, sir, for you. So for you, you'll be down to the parade. Or you still kind of...
Well, Caribana mode on from tomorrow night. I'm at Wednesday on the Roof. I'll be mainly based at Cabana and around that area, but I'll be at Wednesday on the Roof. Okay. That's Just Blaze's thing. It's always a good adult party. I didn't organize myself because I wasn't supposed to be here, but I'm going to soak or die. I'm going to find my way in there, whether by hook or by crook, but I'm going to get in there.
Okay.
Friday is about a personal thing. Oh, I'm sorry, and also Wednesday was DJ Salo, or his birthday parties at Anco as well. So I'll be splitting my time between that on Wednesday night and then ending up at hosting Wednesday on the roof there. And then Thursday, as I said, so far die. Friday is friend's birthday party. She hits the big 30, so they're doing a private affair. It's going to be a big one. Then I'll be ending up at Everlay doing that thing. So I'll be doing not the Caribana thing per se, but I'll be doing thing. And then we're gonna end up as usually my boy KJ hosts a private barbecue late night, all into all hours of the morning. So we'll be doing that. So I'll be also on Friday. Saturday we're going down to parade and just slime and see people that we want to see and we don't want to see.
Yep.
Sunday, Sunday boat ride, and then we'll figure it out. And then Monday I end up at rehab. So rehab. So that's I gotta from Wednesday I'm going hard.
And Tuesday you'll be back for cake.
So if y'all know, that's what's gonna happen.
If y'all know what were we gonna say? You jerk.
I was gonna say, if you know anything about me, now I can admit it. I can party like a rock star, as you can hear, but I can't recover like one. So if I'm not here Tuesday, you know why? I'm recovering.
Oh Lord. Okay. I don't know. I'm not even gonna give you a pass yet. Okay. Now on another note, just before we go, I actually wanted to touch on this. I thought we were gonna have time at the top of the show, but what happened down at Cabana? Did you heard about? Did you see any of the footage of this beast security guard? You probably know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
saw the footage. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I saw the footage. Yeah.
Okay, your thoughts?
It looks like well, Cabana could definitely get a lawsuit.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, they turned it into WWF.
I could not believe what I saw. I didn't want to watch it. I cringed. Like I saw it on the news and I saw it again and I was like, yo, dude, no, he's a wanted, like not wannabe because he could be like a boxer. Like I was just like, or the way he was, not that he has them kind of, not them kind of skills, but yeah, but loosely. Like I don't want to insult boxers because the form and all that good stuff. But this man like just went off on these people. I know it looked like he had something to get out. Like he was just frustrated. And I'm not saying that people there don't, give them reason to get, but just like anybody else in a position and you're wearing a shirt or you're wearing a uniform and you're supposed to maintain the peace and order and all this good stuff, you need to be a little more self-controlled. And for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, there was, I guess, was it Sunday at Cabana or Saturday? I'm not sure when that, what day it happened, but it was just this past weekend, and there were some guests or party goers, whatever, there. I think one of the guys, so two guys were beat up basically by the security guards. And I think they said it started with one of the guy's girlfriends smoking in a non-smoking area, and she was grabbed, according to them, the partygoers, that, oh, Kinetic is gone. I'm speaking to myself until he comes back. So the female was grabbed, and then I guess the boyfriend maybe spoke up and said something, and then that just sparked what came after that, which was the security guard got very physical, started like punching the guests, and then they were taken aside out of the party area, the Cabana areas, and beat up by 5 or more security guards, and they have all the bruises and marks to show it. So it just, I mean, very graphic, just look crazy, just look like they just went out of control on these guys. And I mean, unless they pulled a gun, I don't see, or a knife, I don't see why that much force was necessary. So I don't know how they're going to get out of that one, or how Cabana is going to deal with it. I doubt all those bouncers are going to still be there, but you know, who knows? We'll see how they want to protect themselves. And I guess it's just story to follow. And Kinetic's gone, so I think I'm going to yeah, basically call it a night. Thank everybody for listening, and thank our guests, Chef KAREEMA and Simply SHAKERA, for joining us and adding to our mix tonight, our little Caribbean Carnival, Toronto Caribbean Carnival mix. And definitely we'll get some experiences from people who actually went to the parade at some point in the near future. And hopefully I can make it down and I'll be able to give my little report. If you tune in late, you missed any of the show, you want to catch it from the top of the show, this is available as a podcast, sorry, and you can check us out on your favorite podcast player, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, and of course YouTube. You can check us out there, and the YouTube page, Cake with Care C. Pretty easy, so subscribe there so you'll always get the alert as to when the show starts as well. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Cake with Care C, and Kinetic. You could stalk him on Instagram, iKinetic100. So the number 100 at the end, to catch up with him. So thanks again for listening. Vex Radio is the place every Tuesday night, live to air 9 p.m. And you can call in with your requests, shout outs at Vex Radio. The phone number is 1-877-469-3016. For a shout out, choose option 1, and to request your song, choose option 2. Again, the number 877-469-3016. Kinetic, you're here. I said all our goodbyes. I gave all our info. What else you got to say?
Okay. No, I was just saying what I was trying to say with that bouncer. I think it just came down to is I heard that he's, and I don't have first knowledge of it, but apparently he's done this before. And I mean, so it's just one of those things where I just think, that's not security. Security is to protect people, not injure them or assault them, and that was straight assault. He should be he should be charged for assault, and Cabana should get a nice little lawsuit.
I think he will be. I was saying, I think, yeah, because that was just too much, and he was not even being attacked or rushed at that point. You know what I mean? So I just can't even see it as defense, like using defense, but that's what lawyers are for, right?
He got wet up. I saw when I think he went off on a guy that didn't even wet him up. That was the whole thing. I think when you kind of look at the video, you didn't even see, like, the guy that, who he attacked. He had a cup in hand, but it doesn't look, when you rewind it and you look at it, it doesn't even look like it's the guy that he attacked that, wet him up. So,
and I'm thinking, okay, someone wets you up. I mean, that's what something like another patron, like another party goer would do. Like someone wets them up, they turn around and they want to fight. You know what I mean? But that's where security comes in to stop it. Yeah. And like you said, that's not your purpose. That's not your position. You know what I mean? That's not what you're supposed to be doing. So I think if you were offended or you felt like, okay, this person needs to be ejected from the party, then that's what you do. You know what I mean? And that's your power. That's how you can power trip on people, which some people in a position of power, that's kind of, they let it get to their heads. But yeah, kicking them out would have done more damage. Well, like it would have hurt them
Way
just as
more,
much. You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like to cut their party, and I'm sure that would have been enough. So I don't know.
The
That
amount of
I
money
was
that you
just,
spend to get into that place, yeah, like the amount
yeah,
of
you
money
know what
you
I mean?
spend to get into that place, to get kicked out and not and be barred from there is damage enough. Like
Exactly.
he, you know, that guy was not what security. That's it does. He doesn't represent.
Mm-mm.
You know,
And I mean,
he's
it
a
wasn't, and he
bouncer, as
wasn't,
they call them.
mhm. And he wasn't alone. Sorry, because
You know, he's
they
a
continued,
bouncer.
like I said, they continued where they took them aside, and there was actually footage of a few of them kicking around, like had this guy, he was on the ground and kicking him. And I mean, you could see the print out of a shoe on the man's face in the form of like a bruise. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, that's crazy
Okay.
to me. So, I mean, the footage on the news have them walking out of the hospital and able to show all the bruises. So they were assessed, and so it's not looking too good for those guys. But I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I
Cabana.
mean, they should. Whoever was involved in the assault, because that was nothing but an assault,
Mm-hmm.
right? If it's good enough for police, it's good enough for security as well. They're private
Exactly.
citizens that are supposed to protect you, but but they assaulted the guy. It doesn't matter what they are doing. You always have to be a professional. And there's a bunch of wild cowboys, unfortunately, just because they're big and they
Mm-hmm.
might be on steroids. I don't know, whatever it is and whatever it may be. That you know what I mean. But do you have that kind of rage? You know what I mean, to continue to
Yeah.
basically pounce on the guy that you're clearly 150 pounds more than, like,
Heavier. Yep. Mm-hmm.
you know, that doesn't make you a man. That doesn't make you a man. Like, and that's the thing with as much as I love, I'm not down in Cabana because I know the general manager, I know the head security, you know all those things. It's just there's an air of arrogance, because you're at the hot spot, and
Right.
you
Yep.
have that machoism and that arrogance. So I mean, and you know what? If you're gonna do that, do that. Don't assault people. And that's
Exactly.
just where it becomes disgusting. Yeah,
Exactly.
you're a
That's
bouncer. You're not security. You know.
exactly.
Yeah, but anyways,
It's crazy.
that's just my two
Anyway,
cents.
I hope none of that. And I
Yeah.
please, I mean, we're hearing all these incidents and stuff like that. And I hate putting my mouth on things, but I'm hoping everybody, for everybody's sake, that this is a problem-free, crime-free, issue-free week leading into weekend. And yeah, that everybody can enjoy themselves without any issues, any life-threatening issues, especially. So yeah, enjoy it. I mean, there's still a few more hot days. Saturday, the weather is supposed to actually dip down a bit, which is perfect for me. I don't think it's getting too cold. So, and as long as the rain holds out, I'll be out. I'll be out and being able to enjoy it. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be about 25 degrees or something like that. So, I think it's still beautiful. And so, yeah, I hope everybody can get out there and whatever you're doing, whether you're um, in the heart of the city or there's other events happening around. Yeah, enjoy your weekend. It is a long one for us here in Toronto, and yeah, make the most of it, everybody. And we'll see you back here next Tuesday, live to air with Kinetic, 9 p.m. Well,
We're
rehab,
gonna do our best.
whatever. Can't rehab. Anyway, we'll talk. Have a great night.
Peace.